Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a team from the American, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Boston College's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Complete downfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quick completion on the out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's James. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Turning on the Jets. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Eagles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's French. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the left side. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To throw, it's James. Sets up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This Boston College offense has it working. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's held. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Looking downfield, it's French. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they're executing beautifully.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Flips it out on the screen. Sweet cut there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's French. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Eagles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Catch in the middle, it's Helms.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 30-yard line on first down. To the air, it's French. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back open in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's James. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarter.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Creates a little space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's French. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all...
He lost one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Makes a man miss. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The play action fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Gary. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Pop. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it. That ball would just trickle into the end zone. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. To the air, it's French. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Richard. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home.
He wants to go deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Boston College will send out the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Pulls it in. It's Brown.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's French. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun. Under fire. They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. On the run, it's Richard. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Determined run, but he stopped that for 2 yards down at the 13. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's James. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Slithers into space. Lots of running room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's James. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the Golden Eagles get it past the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The inside handoff. Running, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Helm. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's French. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd down, going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For